Hello and welcome back to Dental Digest. Thank you guys for joining me today, and in today's episode we're talking about the secret behind why you should be flossing every day. If you guys love me and dental content, hit the subscribe button down below and you'll be notified when I drop future videos like this. In today's episode we're going to uncover the benefits of flossing every day, the cons of not flossing, and how to properly floss. Coming up first on the list for the benefits on why you should floss is actually it'll make your teeth and smile whiter. Wow, we spend so much money on our smiles to make sure they're white and clean, so why not just reach for the cheap floss for an easy solution to make sure you guys have that white smile. So how the heck does floss make your teeth whiter? So there's two types of stains on our teeth. We have intrinsic or extrinsic, and those extrinsic stains are obviously on the outside of the tooth structure, and those are going to build up over time as we have plaque on our teeth. And then what happens is we have food and drink particles adhere and bind to the plaque, causing the tooth structure to look more yellow than it actually is. So just simply floss that nasty dark stuff away and you guys will retain your perfectly white smile. Another huge benefit of flossing is it can give you guys confidence in your oral health. Now, why is that important? There's actually been some studies that show over 65% of individuals have dental anxiety. So I'm gonna arm you guys today with the confidence to know you guys have the greatest oral health care, so you guys can feel super confident the next time you guys go to the dentist and help you guys reduce your dental anxiety. So let's talk about the cons and not flossing. So by not flossing, we actually miss up to 40% of the tooth structure. If we extract the tooth, we can see that only brushing misses 2 out of the 5 surfaces. So the next con, if you don't floss, is you're gonna have stinky breath. Woo! Funk breath. Give this man a mint. So the reason why you're gonna have bad breath if you don't floss is gonna allow food and bacteria to build up in between your teeth. It's just gonna turn into some gross stuff you don't want to have in your mouth. It's just gonna radiate funk breath. Bad stuff, man. So floss your teeth and it will avoid the bad breath. So the next time you put on your face mask and you can smell your bad breath, it's time to whip out the floss and crank out some flossing reps. To not only add on to the bad breath that you're gonna have, that food and bacteria that's stuck in between your teeth is gonna lead to tooth decay, otherwise known as a cavity. So instead of paying for $3 for a floss and 1 to 2 minutes of your time per day, you're instead gonna have to sit in that dental chair and endure a filling which you could have easily avoided by just flossing. I'm here to help save you guys some money, and the tips for that is just simply flossing. You guys will avoid lengthy dental procedures that will cost you a fortune. So make sure to reach for the floss. So what's one step worse than tooth decay and is caused by not flossing? Well, that is periodontal disease. Woof, bad stuff. We don't want that. So what does a periodontal disease mean? Well, essentially it's gonna mean you have swollen gums and it's gonna lead to your teeth possibly falling out and several other complications, such as leading to bacteria to be transferred from your mouth to your bloodstream and to your heart, causing you to have a heart infection. We don't want that. So now we can clearly see why it's important to floss and maintain good oral health, because our mouth is linked throughout the rest of our body. So now that we know flossing is extremely important, let's uncover the proper technique to floss. So the first question you're gonna wanna ask is, how much floss should you be reaching for? It's said to reach for an arm's length. That's a lot, I guess. I mean, I got long arms, so I guess it's probably different for everyone. I reach for a little bit less than an arm's length. And you're gonna wrap it around your middle fingers. Wrap most of it around one finger and just a small amount around the other finger. And then after that, you're gonna wanna use your pointer fingers and your thumbs to grab the floss, and now this will allow you to have control and adapt the floss. So let's take a closer look at the model, why it's important to have full control over the floss so we can adapt and contour it to the teeth. So looking at this model, we actually have large gaps in between each tooth structure. However, in most individuals, we can assume that we have a tight contact area, meaning it's gonna be harder for floss to fit in between our teeth. The correct method to use is a sawing motion until you get in between the two teeth. Now once you're in between the two teeth, you're gonna adapt the floss in a C-type manner, hooking around the tooth. This will allow you to get in between the tooth and the gum. Once we're in between the tooth and the gum, now very gently move the floss up and down 5 to 6 times. This is gonna collect any of the bacteria in between the tooth and the gum, which your toothbrush was not able to initially clean out. While this sounds very simple, it's extremely important to adapt the floss in a C-type manner to hook around the tooth. It's important not to flick it down. Why? Well, if we look at in between the tooth, we have this gum, elevated gum area. This triangle right there is called the interdental papilla. And if we flick the floss down in between the teeth too fast, we're gonna damage that interdental papilla, causing it to recede down and leading to this black triangle. So if we want to avoid having that unaesthetic black triangle in between our teeth, avoid flicking the floss into the tooth and you'll be good. So now that you've cleaned one section, what are you gonna do? You're gonna unravel one section and then ravel another section on your middle finger. So essentially you're storing the fresh floss on this side, getting rid of the old floss on this side, and always maintaining a clean strand of floss in the center. So I know a flossing routine is super hard to maintain and no one really enjoys flossing, especially when you get blood coming from your mouth after you floss. No one wants that. But let me tell you, if you maintain your flossing routine, you won't have any bleeding teeth and you can have a happy smile. So make sure you guys floss your teeth. Thank you guys so much for watching today's episode and helping me get 100 subscribers. If you guys aren't subscribed already, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below. If you liked this video and learned anything new, smash the like button and leave me a comment down below just simply saying hi to me and I'll make sure to get back to you. This has been Dental Digest. I'm Anthony Baroud and we'll see you guys in the next one. And as always, smile on. Ciao. Tragic. While I floss.